So, hello, my name is Kristen York. I am starting on the pre-op diet today. Today is March 26th, 2021. My surgery is scheduled for April 9th, 2021 with Dr. Saucedo in Tijuana, Mexico with Pompeii Surgical. I just wanted to do a little vlog. I'm not even sure if I'll post this or just keep it for myself, but I do want to log my journey and talk about things. That way it's easier for me to go back and know where I started from, right? So let's start with my stats. So I am 5'3", and my highest weight is 285 pounds. My current weight now is 278, I believe. I weighed last week, so I have no idea because I was eating everything I could think of since I can't eat food for the next 2 months, right? So anything that I was craving or that I haven't had in a long time, or I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna miss this, let me just eat it now because things are gonna change and I'm not gonna be able to get to eat that. So who knows, I could have put 5 more pounds back on. I don't know. Anyway, so highest weight was 285. Current weight around 278. I will weigh and log my stats later and then update tomorrow when I vlog. So like I said, today's day 1 of my 2-week pre-op liquid diet. And it's not, you can't really call it a liquid diet because you do get yogurt and you do get sugar-free applesauce and pudding and jello and cottage cheese if you like that kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily liquid, but it is definitely sugar-free or low in sugar, low in carbs, and definitely low in fat. So I am looking forward to how much weight I actually lose in these 2 weeks. When I've done like the 10-day smoothie diet and things before, I lost a pretty good significant amount of weight, right? In the beginning, you can drop, almost 10 pounds in week 1. Granted, that's usually water weight. And then week 2, it'll be, maybe 4 or 5 pounds. But even if I lose 15 pounds in just this 2 weeks, I'll be very pleased. My goal is 20, but it's up to my body. I know I don't have control over how much weight I lose or how fast I lose it. But just, my goal is 20 pounds. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. I did call the doctor yesterday and I have like a sinus infection. And I don't want it to turn into bronchitis or get into my chest. So I went ahead and I'm taking a steroid and an antibiotic, which I hope is okay. It's only for 10 days and surgery is in 14 days. So I think I should be fine. What else? So day 1 today, I got up and I had a protein shake since I cannot drink coffee, or I'm not prepared with decaf coffee yet. So and what the heck is coffee if it's decaf? So I decided to skip the coffee, and I haven't been too grumpy, at least I don't think. But I did drink a Premier protein shake, the cafe latte which is coffee flavor, and it's super freaking good. But we're not allowed to have it. I drank it anyways, which is a no-no, but we're not allowed to have it because it does contain caffeine that is equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. I read that after I was already preparing it, and I was like, whatever, you know, it's not gonna hurt me today. So I threw that in a blender. I read somewhere on the Pompeii surgical Facebook page that someone mentioned that they put the non-fat plain Greek yogurt in a blender with their protein shake and a handful of ice, and it kind of just gives it more of a thicker shake feel, so it's more sustaining and lasts longer. So I did that this morning. Not a fan of plain Greek yogurt. Not at all. So Greek yogurt, I have had the Dannon Light and Fit, which is the 80 calories, the vanilla one, or the toasted coconut, or the vanilla. Those two are my favorite. I don't like plain yogurt. Ugh, awful. And I picked Chobani non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and it literally smells and tastes like sour cream. So I don't know about having yogurt for my breakfast. I don't know. So maybe tomorrow I'll try it with a sprinkle or two of Crystal Light in there, like I've seen others do in the past. And guys, don't mind me. I look a freaking mess. I have no makeup on. I look awful today, but it's fine, right? Because I got Jello on my dress because I tried to eat it while in the car driving. So it was a little more liquidy, I guess, from the sugar-free than I anticipated it to be. But anyhow, so that's what I had for breakfast. It was tasty. I liked it. For lunch, that was around 11:30. I'm not a person that gets up and eats right away. I'm always a breakfast skipper. And actually I've been a OMOD forever. That is 1 meal a day. Generally I could not eat all day until dinner, which I know is bad. It's probably why I gained most of my weight. Anyway, so I had my protein shake with a yogurt at 11:30 this morning, and then, excuse me, I had, did some things, took a shower, whatever, and then I started kind of getting a little hungry, and that was around maybe 2:45, 3 o'clock, and I chose to drink chicken bone broth. Organic, I think, bone broth. Ew, that was disgusting. I will not be drinking that again. I have one more, and I think I'm just gonna toss it because I can't. It took everything for me to stomach that. And I actually waited until it could cool down, and then I just chugged it. And then I was kind of belching bone broth the rest of the day, and no, I don't like it. To me, it tastes like a chicken bone, and I guess that's what it is. It's bone broth. But I don't like, I'm not a very big meat eater as it is, so I don't like to eat meat that tastes too much like meat. And I know that probably sounds crazy, and maybe I'm the only person you've ever heard say, well, I don't like chicken that tastes too much like chicken, or pork that tastes too much like pork. And what I mean by that example would be like you buy a rotisserie chicken, let's say from Kroger or Walmart or H-E-B or wherever. Those rotisseries, they're great. They're good. But the chicken tastes so much like chicken that I don't like it. I don't like the meat. Like I can eat it maybe the first day if it's fresh. But if you don't finish it and you put it in your fridge and you eat it the next day, that strong chicken flavor, I cannot. I just can't. That's a lot of the reason I can't eat pork. Like pork chops, no. Ribs and stuff, it just tastes too much like pork, and I'm a beef eater. I like my steak, I like my hamburger meat. I do eat chicken breast or tenderloins, and I like fish, and I like turkey. But other than that, not a big meat eater. So, where was I going with that? Oh, so sorry. I get off in the weeds sometimes. So bone broth, yes, no, disgusting. It's a no-go. I do know I like Swanson's chicken broth, but when I went to buy it at the store, they didn't have the low sodium, so I had to buy the, I think it's HEB brand, so we'll see how that tastes. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow, or maybe I'll have some this evening. I'm not sure. So anyway, I had bone broth. I had a little bit of maybe a cup and a quarter of cottage cheese, non-fat cottage cheese, small curd. I didn't know I picked up small curd. I like large curd, but whatever. I do enjoy cottage cheese. I prefer it with pears and the juice on top of it, or peaches or some kind of fruit, but can't have it. So whatever, just cottage cheese. But it was good. So I ate the cottage cheese. I actually enjoyed it more than my bone broth. Drank my bone broth and grabbed a Jell-O to go. So I had a sugar-free orange Jell-O. Now that was around 3. So coming home, which is about 5:30, I was getting pretty hungry because there's nothing that I ate for lunch that was really sustainable. So I just drank me a Premier protein shake, strawberries and cream. This is the best one so far. I did taste the vanilla, the cafe latte, the strawberries and cream, and then I do have a chocolate to taste, which I'm going to be brutally honest. Chocolate protein shakes generally are not my favorite. The fake chocolate flavor is, now I know that Premier has a lot of other flavors. Like I seen they had like a banana cream and some other flavors, but I don't like artificial banana anything. So, I will not be trying that. I'm just going to stick to the 4 basics, chocolate, or I can't even have the cafe latte. I was hoping that was going to be like my coffee replacement, but I'll probably just use chocolate, strawberries and cream, and vanilla, whatever. So anyway, I think for dinner, which I'll probably eat around 7:30, I'll try to have more bone broth. No, more chicken broth. Maybe a piece of chicken. I know we can have 4 ounces this week. I just need something that's going to hold me over through the night because I stay up doing homework. I work full-time and I'm a full-time student. So I do homework. I do homework until about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning till I can't see straight. And then I go to bed. So I am a midnight muncher. So can't be doing that. But I do have popsicles. And I did see someone say that we could have sugar-free fudge bars. So that just made my whole weekend. I will be definitely going to get that and some sugar-free applesauce. And Pompeii called me today to make sure I didn't have any questions with starting my pre-op, which I was concerned. I was like, they're not calling me. I hope I'm supposed to start it today, but she did. She called Miss Mary and I talked to her and everything is good. And I know she said just make sure it's low fat, make sure it's low sugar. She didn't necessarily say sugar free, but remember, we want sugar free to help shrink the liver. That is the whole reason of doing this pre-op. And then of course some gains is the mental state and getting us prepared for the new life, and a few pounds lost. So you're healthier and a little safer when you go under the knife. So that's a win. But she did say anything on the pre-op diet list, we could have as much of that we wanted. We're not counting intake. We're not counting calories or portion. We're just eating the foods and staying on this strict diet for these 2 weeks to help shrink our liver. So I know if you get angry, hangry, or whatever, I know that's a thing. My sister-in-law gets very hangry. You can always grab a snack such as a Jell-O or a pudding or a sugar-free popsicle round the clock. I don't think it matters. So that is good news. Anyhow, guys, well, I will jump off of here and I will check back in tonight before I go to sleep. Last thing I wanted to say, the only thing that has happened to me today is before I had my lunch around 3:30. So from 11:30 to 3:30, which is probably way too long. I know it's 4 hours, but I should have probably had some kind of something in between. I did start to get kind of shaky, and I did get lightheaded or dizzy. But once I ate or drank the nasty bone broth and had some cottage cheese or whatever, that went away. So as far as energy, I feel normal. I haven't really felt super hungry at all. But again, like I said, I don't really eat during the day. So my true test is coming between 7 and 8 o'clock, because that's when I usually have my dinner. And that's when I eat. So we will see. I'll check back in with you guys later. Okay, take care.